sorry. I'm so sorry. Welcome today because it's the day of love. We've seen the supermarkets are full of roses, and roses and chocolates are going to go around today. And people are going to meet, if they can, virtually, or if they live together, that'd be much easier. That is there all the time. It doesn't come and it is not dependent on somebody else. It is there available all the time for myself. What is the love that I carry inside myself? What is the love that I can express out there? And, what that mean to me is that there's an internal world and there's an external world. And in that external interact with others. And so I might project outside my needs, my requirements. I might project what interactions, what the communication is. I might respond to it. And so most of us actually live in the external world all the time, interacting with the external world, all the time, giving and taking from the external world. And the internal world is very much missed. It's not considered that much, or not known that well. And it's very difficult. That's where, for example, meditation comes in. Because in meditation, we actually detach ourselves from that external world for a little while, and then start to feel and to understand what's going on inside. It takes a long time and takes a lot of practice. And so a very easy way, for example, is to be creative. Maybe with pen and paper, with some colors. Start drawing something, even without having a plan what you're going to draw. Or you take some clay and you allow your hands to do and to form. And as you start creating, you start realizing things about yourselves. It's actually probably the easiest way to actually know what's going on inside. And I've done it a few times, and it has always given me something very significant. The next step is actually to meditate and to become aware of the inner world. The outer world is very easy, noisy, it's quiet, there's interaction with others, there's giving and taking all the time. So it's almost automatic because we have to respond to what's given to us at the time. But get to know the inner world, I have to be from the world out there. And only for a short period of time. Because in that time, actually, I start to pick up very subtle messages that come from the self. It's not necessarily an uncomfortable feeling, say, in the body. You would get that anyway, but obviously you would be more aware about it. But as a detached observer, you can detach yourself and you can see it as if whatever is happening to you in your life is happening at a distance. And when you are at a distance, you actually see the whole picture. And that is when you can accommodate. That is when you can merge. That is when you can forgive. That is when whatever the child does, the love of the parent is still there. It doesn't go. And so we actually are able to understand what's going on inside, but then we can actually also check on our own attitude and see, how am I seeing this person? Am I liking this person or loving this person? Am I appreciating that person, but not that other one? What is my attitude? My attitude should really be unlimited. My attitude should be equal. And that is when I actually achieve that harmony, that stability inside, where I can be the anchor, the lighthouse for many others, that they can actually become trust and become courageous themselves. In a very subtle way, also, what is the energy, the vibration that I give out? What are the feelings that my presence actually awaken in other people? Do they feel intimidated by me, or do they feel loved? Do they feel appreciated? Do they actually feel uplifted and free to be themselves? And what are the words that I say? What are the words that I put through this mouth? Are they just a quick whatever response about something that is going on in my mind? Because that's what happens. If I have, for example, a negative thought or feeling about the person, even if I don't want to say it, all of a sudden it comes out. It comes out either through my attitude, through my vibrations, or through my words. And then situations are created. So also when we look at, how am I interacting with others? How am I actually working with others? Where is it that they are picking up these messages that I actually didn't intend to give? It all starts inside. And getting to know myself is really, really important, because then I can actually check and I can actually learn as well. Am I actually responding to situations the way I want? Actually giving out the messages that I want to give? And what are these messages that I want to give? I mean, obviously you're here because you're interested in meditation, you're interested in getting to know yourself, you're interested in finding that peace of mind inside yourself, in finding that harmony inside yourself, being able to be strong and resilient no matter what the situations are that are thrown at us. And so I have to get to know myself. And in knowing myself, I will know others. In knowing myself, I will be those few steps ahead, so that when I see the situation coming, I will already be able to relax and understand. I will be able to merge and to give in a very humble and very altruistic way, so that others actually feel empowered, feel loved, feel appreciated. And then the dance starts, the dance of relationships, the dance of communication. But then if I have actually created a foundation where this dance is, then it'll be a positive experience. It will be a very nurturing, a very enjoyable experience. So it all starts inside myself. Who am I? What are my weaknesses? What are the things that I want to change? Have I enough courage inside myself to do that? Can I have enthusiasm to change and transform things inside myself? And it all starts really on my awareness of who I am. Where do I come from? What is my background? Yes, on a physical level in the external world, it might come from these experiences. And they might have been good, which is great, or they might not have been so wonderful. But even in that situation, when I ask myself, who am I eternally? Who am I? Who is the one who's sitting inside here? And who do I belong to? We all have the right to the Father, to the Supreme. We all are children of the Supreme. We all have a right to transform ourselves in this life and really bring the greatest, the biggest, the most beautiful self out that we can. And so that awareness that, yes, I'm a soul, I'm an eternal being, I'm a being of light. Eternal means that, I might come and leave a body, which means the body is left behind. But I, the life force, continue. The importance also of knowing that I'm a soul is also that whatever I have learned, whatever I have done, I will carry with me. And I will create that in my next. I will start to deal with that in my next existence, in my next community that I will be with. And so to know the soul, to know all qualities of the soul is really important. And one thing that we all need and we all thrive on is on love, is on peace, wisdom, happiness, bliss. These are all things that make us healthy, wealthy, and happy. And these are the things that we start to explore in meditation. In meditation, we try to become very peaceful, which means that if you can find a place that is peaceful in your house, where you're sitting, be comfortable. You don't have to sit in a certain way or breathe in a certain way, but all you have to do is to relax and to let go of your surroundings, of the awareness of your surroundings, and really start to understand what's going on inside yourself. So we use breaths to actually become quiet, because we know that if we are nervous, then we breathe very shallow and very fast. When we relax, our breaths deepen. We pause at the top of that breath, and then we let go and we breathe out. We pause, and then we take our next breath. And awareness into that last bit of the breath, and allowing the body to do what it has to do, so that whatever we have brought into the body can be used in a worthwhile way. But in doing so, we become quiet and relaxed. Our thoughts start slowing down. We start feeling pauses of time that are eternal. And as we go into those little pockets of eternity, we can start looking at ourselves. We become light, almost transparent. Our breathing is slow and deep. Our body is relaxed. Soul, which is located in the third eye, in the center of our forehead, in between our eyebrows. The soul, the eternal being, the being of light. Identify yourself with the soul. Become a sparkling, pure point of light, of eternal light. A light that cannot be lost. A light that will always be. A light that is a life force. And this light gives luminescence to the world around you, a presence that is expressed through the body. And as I'm feeling inside, as the quality, the stage of my soul is, so is the expression on my face. The eyes don't lie. So eyes, peaceful eyes, happy eyes with a sparkle in them. And in your face, a spiritual smile, an honesty and a transparency that looks out into the world. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your breathing is deep. Now allow yourself to become creative. Take yourself on a journey in a beautiful landscape, on a countryside by the sea. Feel the earth or the sand on your bare feet. Maybe if you are by the seaside, walk into the water and feel warm, fresh seawater on your feet. Feel the sun shining on you and the gentle breeze just caressing you. And look out into the sea and you see some dolphins passing by. In a group, they come out and dive in and out. And the seagulls flying up above in the stream of the wind, gently balancing the forces of the wind. And then turn around and you see other souls in bodies. And your eyes are expressing peace and love and happiness. And there's an immediate connection. There's no need for anything, no need to interact, but just to communicate. Your heart, your own true heart is connected with the Supreme Being, the Supreme Soul, the Father, the Being of Light, the Being of Love, the Bestower of Fortune, the Magician. The Father of all souls, and His loving light just embraces you. You stand in a bubble of eternity. It might be split seconds or seconds, and yet it is a moment of absolute bliss and happiness. Detached, loving, pure, peaceful, honest, And in this light, you recognize yourself. You have absolute certainty and understanding of that you are a very special, protected, safe. You become the lighthouse. You become the one who shares that light with the world. And now you keep walking on the sand, seeing some beautiful shells and imagining what these forms of these shells mean, maybe recognize. And in your mind, you send good wishes and feel your body the lights, the light that comes from your eyes, that surrounds you. You're in that bubble of eternity. And in this bubble of eternity, there's safety, there's happiness, there's goodness. Now feeling these peaceful pauses, these pockets of peace. Just listen and find out how you're feeling inside yourself. Can you feel a harmony inside yourself? A lightness? A beauty emerges. A beauty that you can now share with the world. A love for the self. Now, having felt this peace inside, gone into the awareness of being Om Shanti. Om, I am Shanti, peace. We can now start the day being peaceful and sharing that peace, sharing that peace, expressing that peace. So my attitude becomes peaceful. My vibration is peaceful. My words are peaceful. Feeling loved, feeling the love inside. So my aim, my intention is that of love. My vibration is loving. So with whoever I interact, I share that love and I give that love. and my words are loving. And so again, my vibrations, my attitude, my vibrations, my words are those of happiness, of truth, of honesty. So play with these things today and in the coming week. And have a wonderful week. And practice this, experience it, get to know the internal self, the one that you are inside yourself. Om Shanti. Have a wonderful week. Om Shanti. Bye-bye.